So we were looking at fish, and I started to think, I'm wasting my time with fish, man. I should start keeping bees. Because bees are important. Bees do a lot of good. But when you go to a bee place, like an apiarist, and you want some bees, I'm like, give me a dozen, right? He racks up 13 bees, gives them to me. I'm like, whoa, bud. I asked for a dozen, you gave me 13. He goes, yeah, it's a freebie.
Oh. Sorry, Sody, I forgot that.
No, that's cool, man. It's got to earn it.
What? Ooh, welcome.
No Doc again.
It's a happy day for another happy episode, but a sad day because we are without our Doc boss. He's,
I'm just so glad we picked a career man to co-host a podcast with.
Hey, he's off, he's off fighting the world one yearly budget meeting at a time.
Well, this is
very important
I
stuff.
feel like we've had this podcast for a month. He's been gone for 4 episodes.
In 2 months.
2 months?
Yep. Think about it. Longer, 2.5.
When do we throw the big party? Episode what? 25? Quarter century? Quat century?
Let's throw the party right now.
Quascent?
We got pizza. What are we waiting for?
Quascent?
Doc, I'm sorry. We made pizza again.
Oh, yeah, bacon cheeseburger.
Don't tell him what kind of pizza. Welcome to another episode of Good Not Great, a mostly Minnesota sports podcast. Shut your phone up.
That was...
I'm your host, Alec George. Across from me is Sody, my best friend, best man, and co-host.
My tailbone hurts.
Sorry about that.
No, it's cool, man. I just think it's my posture.
How's your week?
Good.
Yeah? Tumultuous?
Yeah. What's the definition of tumultuous?
Put me on the spot.
Why don't we have paper towels?
Here we go. Yeah, I forgot.
We have neon signs and autographed memorabilia from professional sports athletes, but
Oh, I totally spelt it right. I spelled tumultuous right first try.
it's T-E-M, right?
Nope. T-U-M. I nailed it.
Frick.
Tumultuous, making a loud, confused noise. That's not at all what I thought. What? Excited, confused, or disorderly? Disorderly, I guess.
Yeah, excited, confused, disorderly. Those are 3 emotions I'd say I've experienced in the last week.
Past week? Okay. Tumultuous week. I had a decent week. Appreciate you asking.
The validity. Oh, so you technically had a tumultuous week? Oh, who would have thunk? So glad I used that word.
Thanks. My week was all right. Thank you for asking. It was,
Even Jane doesn't care.
God,
She's like,
good
nobody wants to
timing,
hear about
Jane.
you.
I got a piece of pizza hanging over the ledge right
She's
now.
like, God.
She sees it. I'm going to send you upstairs, Jane. Ooh, what happened? I saw a couple movies. Did I?
You see Good Burger?
No.
Frick.
Is that out now?
I don't know.
Did that happen? I was only worried about the fast food meal.
Yeah, I know you got the meal.
Yeah.
You didn't see the film.
No.
And the meal.
I'm scared of the film. I feel
Wait,
like...
do we have a segment on the meal?
Yeah, remember I talked about it
Last time?
a couple times ago.
I don't listen to the show.
Yeah. It's
What?
great.
It's a long show.
You also heard it live.
Yeah.
Well.
Kind of like the Minneapolis Miracle.
Did I, not that you would know, did I say that I saw Napoleon last week?
Dynamite?
Nope.
Oh, Complex.
No.
Well, the complex is named after this Napoleon.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You were correct.
Was he short in stature?
Joaquin Phoenix, come on. Geez Louise, the director.
Yeah.
Come on.
Christopher Nolan.
I feel so stupid I have to look this up right now.
Tarantino?
Ridley?
Calvin?
No. He's a mediocre receiver. Just kidding, he's super good, but his offense spreads the ball around.
Stephen
I'm
Ridley.
struggling. Napoleon director.
Former running back by committee for the Patriots.
Ridley Scott.
Oh, yeah. Obviously.
Thank you.
He did
Correct.
Star Wars.
Great theater movie.
Yeah.
Super cool. Really pretty. Beautifully photographed. Beautiful photography.
Filmed.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Very good acting. I thought it didn't really know what it was a couple times. That's neither here nor there. Fun movie.
What? You didn't know where you were?
I enjoyed it. Definitely enjoyed it. Great theater movie.
Highlight.
Wouldn't necessarily care to see it again at home. It's a dichotomy between his obsession of war and his love, Josephine.
A dichotomy?
For the most part.
I feel
It's
like my grandpa had one of those. It was like an in and out 1 day surgery, though.
Did he survive?
No, well, I mean, he's gone now, but
Oh man, you never want to go through a dichotomy surgery.
that's not what got him.
Oh, pizza. We already have the pizza.
Is there a second pizza?
No, I don't know why the timer went off again. We got pizza.
I got thrilled for a second time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Oh, Dakota's texting me. He's texting me from the event. They're out on their night event right now. The regional takes them out.
Why doesn't he feel the need to text me?
And they party.
Are you guys closer friends than
He said Ken's here.
who? I don't know who Ken is.
Well, former GM. He's
He's your inside. I'd love to be a part of a story like this.
I'm going to ask if he wants on the call.
I don't think we should bring him on unless we use the technology.
Anyways, it's very cool that Ken is there. Oh, okay. But we.
I recently got to hear from a large portion of our listening audience.
But we digress. Just kidding. Go ahead.
And they're not a fan of the last time we did a phone call. We have to figure out the technology.
It's there. That's on me. But also, from my side of things, I heard it was fine.
Now,
is it not unlike if you listen on the radio and someone calls in via cell phone? Is it not unlike that?
Well, so I was told that there are certain people do not appreciate that noise. That's just for some reason the quality of sound that we had.
A little bit harsh.
They've actually turned off other podcasts because of similar broadcasts.
So I will note that you had the microphone touching the phone.
Yeah, so you got the vibration.
Yeah, that's probably what it was, though.
Well, I thought the whole world's about vibes now.
I want to try again and keep a little distance.
We wanted doc vibes.
I know.
But don't we have technology that you can call
There
in?
is, and I don't want to go through what I've been through. I don't want to say
Let me go with you, bro.
Well, I would love for
Let's
you to be
climb
here
this
and
mountain
try.
together.
You want to? Okay. Customer service on hold for a few hours it is.
I'll put on some lederhosen and yodel with you on the top of a mountain.
All right. We'll try that this coming week.
Because I still want the Beast of the East, my boy Dennis from work, to call in. Mike's sushi schedule is exactly on par with our podcast schedule, so I'll never get Mike, our border guy, the Packer fan, the real Packer fan.
My dog wants on.
Who believes
Talk
the
about the
Vikings stadium should be filled with sand so the Humane Society can use it as a litter box because it doesn't hold a candle
Well,
to the
and I don't know if
history
I
of
want him on.
Lambeau.
It's a little disrespectful.
No, he's incredible. The things he says.
All right, I'm sold. Let's get him on.
Dude.
But we digress. Let's just get right into the NFL and the Vikes because there's a handful of things. In honor of Doc not being here, we're still going to bring up a little bit of the Packers before we go on to the Vikes. Just one quick Packers note. This was actually before. Wait, no, this is 5, 4, 3. This was, I believe, tweeted by Adam Schefter just before the most recent Packers game in the Chiefs. I'm just going to read it verbatim. Not to say that the Packers QB Jordan Love will duplicate Aaron Rodgers' success during the course of his NFL career, but early on, he has. Through the first 11 starts as a Packers starting quarterback, Rodgers and Love have matching stats. Rodgers has 2,599 passing yards, 21 total touchdowns, 5-6 record. Love has 2,599 pass yards, 21 touchdowns, and a 5-6 record.
What?
Yeah, it's crazy.
What?
But also, I can't speak to...
Is this like a multiverse thing?
I'm saying, I can't speak to the beginning of Rodgers' career. I don't necessarily remember. Going off what I have seen of Love so far, I am still not a believer at all. I'm not worried about it.
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm just not. I watched him the first half of the season. I think his success the last few weeks is strictly Matt LaFleur. The first half of the season, that's just trash. It was trash QB play. The only one I've seen come back from that is maybe Josh Allen.
Who was Jordan Love's first completed NFL pass? Who did he throw it to?
No idea.
Are you more afraid of Jordan Love, or would you be more afraid of, like, if the Packers found another Brett Favre?
A gunslinger?
Yeah.
Is that your point?
Are you more afraid of a Brett Favre or a Jordan Love? Because you know who Brett Favre's
like
first
a young,
pass went
unproven
to?
Brett Favre?
Well, you know who Brett Favre's first pass went to?
Brett Favre.
Brett Favre.
Yeah, I did know that.
Do you know the play?
Do you know what team?
He was a Packer, was he not?
I know he started on the Falcons. I know he was
threw a
drafted by
pick
the Falcons.
6 for the Falcons.
Oh,
Like first drive. And legendary quote, Mike from work, the Packer fan, told me about Brett Favre's legendary quote where the coach, he said that's why the coach wanted to trade him after that frickin' game. His first drive as a Falcon, he threw a pick 6. And the coach at the time went up to Brett Favre and said, what the hell was that? First drive, you threw a pick 6, and he goes, they're not going to remember the pick 6 once I throw a touchdown. And the coach, I'm sure, was like,
he's amazing.
Ass
dang. I do absolutely love Brett Favre.
He is so cocky.
Just a gunslinger to end all gunslingers. We need more of them. That's why I do like Josh Allen. That's why Doc loves Josh Allen.
I love Josh Allen. He's the unknown factor.
Sody, I'm going to bring this up. I'm going to ask you to talk for a minute so I can have a few bites of pizza.
You don't think you've had enough?
I haven't had any.
Really?
It's just sitting. It's just sitting.
That's the same slice?
Yes, it's sitting here. Do the math. Look at the pizza in front of you.
Well, it's... Wow. Boy,
Okay.
do I feel selfish.
Thank you. Okay.
So do you want me to talk about something?
We're not going to do that. Yep, I'm going to bring this up. I would like very much for you to talk about it. Before we move on to the Vikes,
Well, I hope it's something I'm well versed on.
Goodell was quoted, NFL will become, quote, very global with more international games over the next 5 to 10 years.
Ooh.
My question for you while I have a few bites of pizza, where should they go?
The Vikings moved to Norway. They play in the fjords. They will put a seaside stadium literally in the fjords. The Vikings will be gone. The market in Europe for the Vikings are one of the most popular teams.
So you don't think even just like go to visit? You say move the
No,
teams,
they're gone.
and there's international
They're
travel
gone.
weekly.
They're gone.
Okay.
Did you go to a Vikings game last year at all?
No.
Have you been to one this year?
Wow, that's the first.
Have you been to one this year?
No, and I haven't.
If they moved to Norway, would you still cheer for them?
Yes, it'd still be my team.
They would only gain fans. Only gain. And if it doesn't work, what do they do? Come back home. Come back. Oh, it didn't work. 2 seasons in Norway.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't make the billions we thought. So what do? They go back to what's been working. The big thing is, if they go overseas, it's tough to compete with soccer. So you have to go to non-soccer markets. I'd say to go to Finland, but Finland's not real. It's a Japanese fishing bay that
Correct.
they don't want anyone else. You ever met someone from Finland?
Nope.
It's not a place.
Not a place.
But I do. I think it would be a massive money grab. I think the players would benefit. I think you would get...
Well, so let's do other teams for that point, too. Vikings go to Norway. If this becomes an international league, but the teams stay the same, that's a cool concept.
Mm-hmm.
Packers.
They don't ever leave Lambeau.
Because Wisconsin is the cheesiest place on earth.
It's just them.
That's fair enough.
It's cheese. It's cheese and football.
Cowboys?
Cowboys could never leave. That's America's team.
Okay. Which teams move?
Dolphins.
Okay. Where do they go?
Sydney.
Australia? That was my first thought, too.
Really?
Yep.
Dude.
Okay. Man, the Jets? I don't
Chiefs can't really go anywhere.
know. Good point. That's a good point.
Took all their spots.
I just need the teams in front of me right now. Come on, Sonny, let me eat pizza.
The Bengals. Moscow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Yep.
The Moscow
Russian
Bengals
Tigers.
can burrow in a fur hat and fur coat every game.
Okay. So,
Who are you going to win this game for, Joe? The motherland.
what about where do the Browns go? God, could next. Let's just not. 49ers can't really move.
No, that's California. Baby.
That's California.
That's California.
Mm,
Name more animals.
Seahawks.
They have to stay.
Is that
There's no
true?
other place with Seahawks.
Is that specific to America?
I didn't even know Washington had Seahawks. What's a Seahawk? An osprey?
I think so. That's a good question. The Saints. The Vatican. They're in Italy. Saints are in Italy.
Rome.
I don't know, right?
Greece.
Italy. Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
no, that has to be France. Yeah, because
Sure.
their symbol, the La Fleur, is of French descent. It's like
Okay.
the French Bayou, the Louisiana Bayou. There's a ton of French culture there. So yeah, that's
They're in France.
the Eiffel Tower in the background. The Saints go marching in.
Cardinals.
Canada.
Sure.
Just send them to Canada.
Yeah, I can see it.
Too bad there's no bovine teams like the cattle.
The Giants.
The Giants.
Greece, as in like, I don't know, the gods.
Easter Island, baby. The giant heads.
Which is where?
Easter Island? I don't know. Ethiopia?
Shit, I don't know either.
Isn't it near the Garden of Eden?
No.
The Euphrates and the Ganges?
No, you're not even close.
Easter Island? How far is Easter Island from Stonehenge? Because if Adrian Peterson ran through one of the portals of Stonehenge, he might enter another galaxy.
Southeastern Pacific Ocean.
That's it? It's in the water? Well, obviously it's an island.
It's an island.
Frick.
Okay, we really just
Boy, do I feel
really
dumb.
just kind of exposed ourselves as dummies. Ravens.
They stay.
Okay. Colts.
Wyoming.
What about Jags?
Jaguars?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Jungle Book set place? South Africa?
I want to say
South America?
I want to say South America.
Yeah.
So they're somewhere in South America.
Show me a place where jaguars are a natural occurring beast. Put them there.
Eagles have to stay.
Yeah.
Commanders.
Stupid.
Stupid.
Should be the Warriors.
Patriots should stay.
Obviously.
Okay. Buffalo Bills.
There's none left. I killed them all.
Steelers. That kind of stay too, because that's
They
'cause
have
of the,
to. That's Pittsburgh.
That's the industry.
So many of the that just shows you how many of these
Ooh,
franchises
Here
are
we go.
named after
Titans. Titans would be Greece. Yep.
the Coliseum.
Yes. Haha.
Wait, what movie are you thinking about right now when you picture Titans?
Hercules.
The animated Hercules.
Of course.
That's what I'm thinking about. The snake where you cut the head off and
Yep.
more grow.
Now here's a tough one.
What a nightmare.
Here's a tough one. Where would this team go? The Texans. Sorry. Woo!
They'd go to Cleveland. The Cleveland Texans.
That'd be great.
Just ass.
Panthers.
They stay in Florida.
I feel like that's another South American country.
Yeah, but there are Panthers in Florida.
This was a
Oh,
fun
dude, you want to get into a debate?
Mm.
Panther, Jaguar, Cougar, and Puma.
Mm-hmm.
How many animals did I just actually name? One?
4 theoretically, but no, I agree.
One,
Mhm.
depending on where you are.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, a jaguar has a different pattern. But a
Oh.
cougar,
Mhm.
a puma, and a mountain lion are the same frickin' animal.
What about Panther?
What?
Is Panther in there too?
Oh, yeah. Cougar, puma, mountain lion, panther. Yep. Florida, it's a panther.
Hmm.
Wyoming,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lion.
Mm-hmm.
Puma,
Mountain lion.
North Carolina.
I don't know, but yeah.
Where'd Puma
They're
come from?
We have mountain lions in Minnesota.
All I know is Puma and the old Florida Panthers hockey team logo.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what just?
Stop.
What happened?
We digress.
Did you spill?
That was a fun exercise. I spilled pizza sauce.
We
I looked
need
it
to
up.
live stream what goes on in the studio.
I agree.
What just happened? Georgie.
Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, co-MVP favorites. Thoughts.
I can't use that table now.
Thoughts.
Does anyone know how long Georgie's tongue is?
Should we post that?
He just licked up a spill and he didn't move his chin.
Do we want to post that?
I don't know if X is ready for that.
That's a good point.
Because if we post a picture of how long your tongue is, anybody that wants to follow us on Twitter, it's going to say, just so you know, this thing contains like adult content.
Do we have it blurred out and you have to tap I'm over 18?
Oh my Now we have to.
Okay.
How do you make a sensitive image?
Censored?
Do I get to determine if it's sensitive? Do I say not everyone should see this? Who picks
that?
that?
can be our call. That can
No,
be my call.
Or
It's
does
my
X
tongue.
censor that?
I don't know if that's
Can
a thing.
I post an
I
image
don't know if that's a thing.
and make a requirement that you have to click that you're 18 to see it? I haven't posted enough.
No idea.
I'm a terrible marketing guy.
Hey, I have no idea.
Watch your dog. That thing's about to come after your pizza.
Pizza's gone, so.
He
Okay.
literally licked the table clean.
Dak Prescott, Brock Purdy, co-MVP favorites. What are your thoughts?
Brock,
Why?
he's better.
Oh.
I think he's. I don't know. Well, I got to see how Dak
I think it's
does.
cool that it's usually there's a favorite by now, and there's really not. So
Didn't we talk about the beginning of the year what the odds are for Brock Purdy to be MVP? I'm like, let's put 100.
maybe we did. We'll have to revisit.
And now look at him.
I know. He had a small rough patch starting with the Vikes, which was great.
If I could see those stats, what his odds were week 1 to win MVP to right now, I'd kick myself square in the shorts for not placing a bet.
Because now he's just shredding.
Oh, speaking of placing bets, have you seen this thing on the border of Kansas now?
You just leaving that crust?
No, dude, I'm saving the
I'll
crust.
eat the shit out of that.
Don't touch that. That's an elite piece of pizza. Obviously, look at that. That's not crust. That's 2 centimeters of cheese and maybe a half a centimeter of crust.
Solid inch at least.
That's a breadstick. That's what I've created there. That's a cheesy breadstick with sauce built in.
I should know all your pizza choices are intentional.
Always.
I should know that. Sorry. I'm sorry.
I live to eat. I don't eat to live.
It's a good point. So Brock,
Always.
I kind of think so too. Dak's playing amazing. I think he's going to frick it up sooner or later. I said last year when the Niners and the Cowboys played in the playoffs, I said this is going to come down to Dak, and I think the Niners are going to win because Dak's going to frick up. And he totally fricked up. I was super right.
Who do you think is more valuable to their team right now?
Ooh.
Whose season takes a bigger change if they get hurt? It has to be Purdy.
Do you think?
I think if Purdy gets hurt, they don't win another game.
My initial instinct
I
was,
think if
was
Dak
to
gets
say
hurt,
my initial instinct was to say Dak because San Fran's a total system, right? That's what everyone says. Kyle Shanahan's a quarterback friendly system. But we saw what happened
is
in the
Dallas not quarterback friendly?
We saw what happened in the championship game last year when they didn't have Brock. They got fricked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So how quarterback friendly is it?
When's
Trey Lance couldn't do it.
When's the last time Dak
with
got
all the
hurt?
talent in the world, Trey Lance couldn't do it.
Let me ask you this. When's the last time Dak got hurt and a backup came in? They probably won the frickin' game, didn't they? Probably against the Vikings.
Cooper Rush did okay. And
Yeah.
he did beat the Vikings.
Yeah. So, let me ask you this. Brock Purdy goes out. I think that's more detrimental to the success of that team than Dak Prescott. So, to me, Brock's the more valuable player.
I think that's a good point because if either of them go down for the season, neither are winning the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cooper Rush gives the Cowboys. Is he still their backup? Maybe I'm
I think
talking
they
out of
should
my
completely restructure
Hold
the
on,
voting
I might
for
be talking
MVP,
out of my butt.
and you should be able to vote for a player that got injured. Personally, Joe Burrow
Cooper
right
Rush
now,
still in the Cowboys.
Joe Burrow should win MVP. Because his absence is the greatest detriment to a team we will see all year.
If you say that, then what about our freaking captain?
What about ours? What about ours?
Now we suck.
How many games did we win with Justin Jefferson and Kirk Cousins both healthy? How many games did we win without Justin Jefferson and without Kirk Cousins?
That argument can be made for Justin Jefferson.
Are
but
we
not for
more
Kirk.
successful without Justin and Kirk? Are we? Did we beat San Francisco? Did we beat the Niners?
With Kirk? That was with Kirk.
Without Justin.
Okay.
Wait,
it was
Kirk
still
was
with
playing?
Kirk. Yes. Kirk got injured against the Packers.
All right.
They got the revenge for when Barr crushed Rodgers and busted his shoulder.
Suck it.
Suck it, Vikes.
Wait, isn't Barr a Viking again? Why haven't I seen him?
He played a little bit.
Sorry.
Mhm.
I miss him.
Cooper Rush does still play for the Cowboys. I think theoretically he would give the Cowboys a better chance for a Super
Is he
Bowl.
the two or is Trey Lance?
I would imagine it's Cooper because he's decent. I have to imagine.
He's better than Trey Lance.
I think.
How would you know?
I wouldn't.
Me neither.
Anyways, moving on.
I'll take one bite of
so
pizza.
So we haven't talked about the Vikes at all. Let's talk
Jane's about to jump in my lap.
She can do that, unless you're not welcome to it.
No, dude. What if she steps on my region?
She'll do that.
I don't want to have a stomach ache and try to be on a podcast.
That's a good point. So don't let her. So talking about the Vikes quick. This is a tweet from Kevin Seifert.
Cover.
He says the Vikings are creeping toward the no man's land of a team rebuilding. A toss-up 50-50 on whether they make the playoffs. A 6.6% chance of a top 10 drafted pick.
Gross.
With a projected first-round slot of number 18.
Gross. Wait. That's where we got Justin.
Good point. I also don't...
Wait, no, he was 22.
I was going to say 23, but 22, I think you're right. Anyways, I don't think that's that much of a concern if we bring Kirk back and Kirk is able to return to the level he was at.
Does he come back?
Big if. That is a huge if.
Does Kirk take a pay cut? Does he say, I'm fragile now?
If that worked out to our advantage,
Will it?
I wouldn't be mad. Where we're able to get some sweet free agent or something because of the money we save by re-signing Kirk. I don't know.
You know what I think we should do right now? I think we should stop telling Dobbs what the plays are.
Totally agree. Totally agree.
Stop overthinking.
It worked for the first 2 weeks.
Go out there, and Kevin will tell you what to do every play. This guy's going this way. This guy's going this way. Take your pick. If you don't see it, run.
So, I don't know if it was
He's too
KOC
smart for his own good.
I don't know if it was KOC or one of our coaches who said we need a quarterback who can. He essentially said feed the weapons. So if we're asking Dobbs to be a pocket passer and feed Jefferson all day, I am not excited. If we're starting Dobbs and we're just telling him do your thing, then I'm cool with it.
You and I playing football in the yard against your dad and my dad and their friends, right?
Sure.
We got the ball to what? You, Tim, Derek. Not me. I was thick. Fast playmakers, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was usually the quarterback in our system. Me.
Mm-hmm.
The most unathletic person. Feeding the playmakers.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Dobbs did when he first came in.
Yeah.
I didn't know the plays.
Mm-hmm.
I said, watch for my guy's hands. Get open. If I didn't see it, 5-yard skirt outside before my dad clocked me clean because he's 9 bush lights deep. You had to watch out for that. There's no refs. There's no refs on the sidelines.
The dads are the refs.
And it's, walk it off.
Yep.
But it really is. It's the fundamentals of football. It's the fundamentals of sports. Playmakers have to touch the ball. Playmakers have to be involved. If you have a guy that doesn't know the system, he's out there flying on the seat of his pants, he's going to rely on the people that subconsciously he knows give him the best chance to be successful.
There you go.
Once he believes he is the difference between being successful, I think a quarterback like Josh Dobbs has failed himself.
Dang. Okay. Yeah.
I think that's why he continues to fail in these systems. He comes in, he's hot. Everyone likes him.
No
he gets
arguments
way
here.
too smart. He overthinks everything.
That's what happened with the Cardinals.
And he says it's on me. It's not. It's not on you.
He beat the Cowboys. He was doing great for the Cardinals, and then slowly he kind of... That's funny. Okay.
You know why Brock Purdy does so well? At the end of the game, he gets behind Debo and behind Christian McCaffrey and says, talk to the guys that won the game. When you're done with them, I'll tell you how fun it was to get them the ball.
Right. Seriously, he throws Debo a 2-yard drag. Debo sheds a tackle and then outruns 6 people on his way to the end zone.
You know, I still lost that fantasy game after Debo's performance
Yeah.
against Cal.
Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah. And so now I have to win this week to get in 2.0.
Ooh, it's winning in for you.
Yeah.
You know, I clinched a bye this week, and I have a 106-point lead on the points leader.
You what did a buy?
Clinched.
With clenched?
Clinched.
Clinched with an I.
Yes.
Okay, because I was going to say clenched is different.
It is. I have a 106-point lead on the points leader. Can you do me a huge favor, if you love me, as the best man at my wedding?
Don't ask me that. Now I have to.
Can you make a handful more transactions this week, since I got the shit locked up?
What do you mean?
I'm looking at some bucks.
What do you mean?
Right before Christmas. Points leader. That's me.
So
every transaction that you made is a real dollar to me.
damn it, I've made more this year than I ever have. Because I actually tried.
You and your dad didn't have you were.
Wait, are you talking 2.0?
Yeah.
Oh, I have no idea what happened that year. My dad had full
You
control.
were average in. It's a good point because I'm getting points leader in both leagues. Yep. You did. I was happy with the amount of transactions you had made in the other one.
It's dog.
In our fun league.
It's
So
not
just
fun.
make
Just
a few
so you
more.
know at the bottom, it's not fun.
Dog, in both leagues, just make a handful more transactions. I'll grab you a drink at a bar sometime or something.
Oh.
I don't know.
Dude, remember
Scratch my back.
last time?
Scratch yours.
That was where'd we go?
The wing spot?
The burger place, or the hot dog? And there was another spot
Where?
when we went partying.
Oh,
Last episode, I believe.
Meteor Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, thank you to everyone. I don't know if any of you guys that were hanging out with us actually listened, but
They apparently do.
dude, that was a really good time.
Love you guys.
Can you do the applause thing? Just because our friends are cool?
Yeah, we're seriously lacking sound bites so far.
Dude, we lucked out.
We sure did.
We've got some cool
We sure
friends.
did. That's as a man who struggles with confidence. That is where I find confidence in the friends who
Wait,
have
you struggle with confidence?
here and there.
Why?
Well,
Look at you, man.
we're not therapizing.
Why not? Two best friends can't have a conversation without Doc here interrupting.
This is like a mostly Minnesota sports podcast.
It's mostly Minnesota sports. What involves
mostly is a keyword.
what involves most people into Minnesota sports?
Emotion,
Exactly.
care,
What's the one thing that transcends through time and space other than gravity?
friendship,
It's love.
love and friendship.
Yep.
You're right.
The basis of, you know what the two most primal things a human being can do? Cry and laugh. That's an emotional response on either side of the spectrum to where you are only allowed to either let out excited, short bursts of air. Laughter is short bursts of vocalized air. Sobbing is the same with tears.
A very smart man once told me, it's okay to cry. Crying lets you know where you're at.
Yeah.
And that's very smart to say laughing is the opposite end of that.
Were you with on
a good point.
4th of July when we colored at Tony Reese's house on the golf course?
No. I vaguely remember that.
Well, all I know is I left that night going, dude, love is the only thing that matters on this planet.
Mm-hmm.
Without the ability to feel that for something or someone else,
Yeah.
what a gray, dark, sharp, cold world you live in.
I'm telling you, dude. We are two emotional dudes, and I wouldn't have it any other
Well,
way.
that's why our cups are always so full.
We're a couple of guys who hug when Christian Ponder's drafted.
Dude,
So what?
you know how jealous I feel like some people are when they're like, dude, 100%. I have a best friend with the same name. His dad has the same name. Our grandpas have the same name.
And
I tell him I love him all the time on the phone. And they're like, seriously? And I'm like, dude, The fact that you just showed that facial expression makes me...
Before you leave, after every episode.
I wish you had a friendship like this.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And this is a point in the episode where I say I love you.
Love you too, bro.
Hey, Doc, we love you. We miss you.
Oh, I forgot he's a part of this. Just kidding.
Dick.
No, it's Doc.
Nice.
Thanks.
Where'd we go? Man, Vikes have a 42% chance to make the playoffs. Do you want to make the playoffs?
Was that technically a let Sody cook moment?
No. That's still coming. We got time, dog.
I feel like that was a small rabbit hole.
Do we have time? Man,
What time is it?
who cares?
What is time?
Do you want to make the playoffs?
Stop asking what time is it. Start asking what is time, man.
Do you want to make the playoffs?
No.
I don't think I do either.
Because we're not going to win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Ah, frick. Yeah, we are.
Okay.
Why not?
Let's go.
Why couldn't we? O-line's picking up. If Josh Dobbs gets out of his damn mind, keeps it stupid simple, go out there and play backyard football. What wins in the playoffs? Spontaneity, the ability to make a play out of something broken. The teams that win are the ones that can survive when things are at the worst. Riddled with injury. What is going on back there?
The rim shot was an accident.
But last time you thought the Vikings were going to win a Super Bowl, who was the quarterback? For me, it's Case Keenum.
Yeah, Case. I thought so.
Think of the better quarterbacks we've had. We never had that faith. Case Keenum
That's
showed
a good
up.
point. I know.
So why not put
Well, the
faith?
defense was so good. Harrison Smith was DPOY.
Is our defense not
behind
good
Aaron
right
Donald. No, it's good.
now? Is Daniil Hunter not sack leader?
Close to.
Is Josh Metellus not the epitome of a hybrid linebacker safety now?
Josh
And
Metellus should be Pro Bowl. should be Pro Bowl.
Restructuring a position that a defensive player will now have a chance to make that people didn't, honestly.
You heard him on the radio a couple days ago, didn't you? Yeah, me too.
I'm a huge Josh Metellus fan. I have him on my fantasy team.
Love you, Josh.
Actually, I did until he was on bye and I dumped his busted ass.
Seriously, though. All right. That'll do it for the NFL. That was good. We're going to go right into my top five, which is not a top five. It's actually a collaborative top five. It doesn't need to be a top five.
Look at my accumulation of crust I'm making over here. Is this
Look
jealous?
at you go with your
Does that make you
breadsticks.
jealous?
Yes.
Look at those bite-sized little hot pockets.
Jane is at the wrong person's feet right now. I'll tell you right now. Anyways, so we had teased this last week, and I had something else that we are still going to talk about, but it's going to carry over to next week. First, we teased the top 5 sandwiches. Sody, I want to collab with you on this.
Collab?
Yeah.
Which is short for?
Collaboration.
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 What's the definition of collaboration?
Are we doing the song?
No, I want the definition of collaboration. I love definitions. A few people know my affinity for definitions.
Collaboration, definition, per Google, the action of working with someone to produce or create something.
Is that not this? That's beautiful.
The
We should get that tattooed on our tits, bro.
Let's get naked.
Collaboration, noun. Or no, what is it? What is it? Adjective?
Yeah, it'd be an adjective, right?
Adjective.
Uh-huh.
Collaboration.
Oh, that's good. Why are we... Dude, you got... where did this come from? We're going to collaborate on the top 5 sandwiches. So I'm going to open the floor. What's a great sandwich?
Number 9, Jersey Mike's. Add dill pickles, juice on the side.
What's the base of the number 9?
Black.
I was thinking more generic. Because my number one hands down is a Reuben. Especially a Soderquist Market Reuben.
R.I.P.
Seriously.
Why you got to bring that
That
shit?
is the best Reuben.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Is that a goat?
Yeah, new pet goat.
New pet goat?
Sandwiches.
What happened to Go TA? Talk about a one and done.
Got me out. It can never happen and then we were nothing. That goat TA? Knew it.
Never knew you'd stoop so low.
So my favorite sandwich is a Reuben. But I was thinking more generic because I'm putting grilled cheese top 5. But just like, and I'm not kidding. Even
Patty melt or
Even-
burger?
no,
Is a patty melt a burger or is that its own class?
let's not worry about that right
If
now.
someone says burger, best sandwich ever, does a patty melt Is that involved in that answer?
Wow. Okay, I feel like that's a different conversation. However, grilled cheese and I know you can mix that up. I'm talking Wonder Bread and Kraft singles will still be top 5 for me.
What do you use to cover the bread?
I
Because this is controversial.
it is. I alternate.
I switched probably 2018 and never freaking looked back.
Are you doing mayo?
Mayo, baby.
I
Hellman's.
I alternate.
I'll settle for Miracle Whip.
Yeah.
Like I'll settle for bad gas.
That is a settle.
But I can't do butter anymore. I'm so freaking hooked on the ability to, you can screw up a grilled cheese covered in mayonnaise all day long, but the burn point for mayonnaise, because it's made of olive oil and egg whites, the burn point
I never thought about
is
this
much different.
deeply.
Fat and butter renders at a lower temperature than olive oil and egg whites, which is mayonnaise.
Wow.
It is. And so it's a shortening. It's a beautiful, and honestly, one of the only oils you should put in your body. You should always eat mayonnaise made with olive oil. You can make your own at home if you got a whisker. It's super cool. It's amazing mayo. It's one of the reasons Jersey Mike's is so successful. Their mayonnaise is incredible. Second to none. When's the last time you had a Jersey Mike's sandwich?
It's been a while.
Dude, I've honestly had Jersey Mike's I'm sorry.
I'm not kidding. It may have been your pole barn.
We never had Jersey Mike's in my pole
We
barn.
absolutely did.
Never once.
Oh my God! I hope that's so much fucking money.
What store? What location
I know,
had
right?
Jersey Mike's?
Now I'm questioning myself.
It had to be either Quiznos, Subways, Jimmy John's, but there was no Jersey Mike's until we moved out of the whole dunk town that we did.
You got a massive sandwich.
A giant.
Yes.
Blaine.
Thank you.
Jersey Mike's in Blaine.
It happened. Thank you.
Where I was,
I was correct.
just south of, I believe, Zach Kelly and I were working at Valvoline at the
We're
time.
all worried about our money. We're like, well, I'll just get this
Was it a
plain
Get
one.
Weird Wednesday?
And you were looking at it. No, I thought we were watching football.
The giant. Well, it could have been Firehouse. Firehouse subs, which I used to buy when
I've never had a Firehouse sub. And it was not. It was not. I'll tell you right now. Because I'm pretty sure I had the buff chick. And that's kind of the only thing I've gotten from there.
But you got to remember, we used to get a lot of footlongs from Subway because Zach knew the guy that worked at Subway. Remember, we used to get the bread, just like garbage.
Zach got a bunch of Subway. He did, but no, it was not, dude.
What if it was?
You even said it was Blaine.
But what if? Well, I'm just trying to think of the closest location, but I don't think.
They would have brought it.
Who's they?
The driver.
We didn't have Uber Eats when we were partying in the pole barn.
They delivered.
Who? No, they did not.
I don't
The
know.
only sandwich you could get delivered to the pole barn was from Domino's. And it was part of the $5.99.
No, you already said I was right. I'm right. We got Jersey Mike's in your pole barn.
We must have picked it up in Blaine. Drove
I
it back.
don't think so. More sandwiches. What do you think about the Reuben? Because that's my number one, hands down. I love a Reuben.
So probably my favorite sandwich, if I can find it, is it's what's called a turkey bacon Swiss melt.
Ooh.
It is turkey, bacon, Swiss cheese, and it's grilled like a grilled cheese. A lot of restaurants have it. It's a lot like all you have to do is add Thousand Island dressing, and it's a Rachel.
Yeah.
Or sauerkraut, but a Rachel is another sandwich I'll eat.
Love
If
the
I
Rachel.
can add bacon to a Rachel, I do that all the time because then it's like a turkey bacon Swiss Rachel melt. But the Rachel is the essence of a Reuben, which is a corned beef sandwich. But turkey's always been better to me than corned beef would be.
Sure.
I get a little tootsie.
Yeah, don't we all?
Turkey's a better meat for me.
I'll definitely get Tootsie, but the flavor is worth it. Dip that
What's
shiz on
the difference
Thousand
between
Island
beef and corned beef? How do you corn beef?
We're going to Google again. That's a great question.
God, this is why I wish we were live so somebody could just be like, oh, idiots. This is how you corn beef.
Corned beef starts out as beef brisket and is brine cured first.
That sounds delicious.
So, what about like an Elvis sandwich?
Describe it. Tell me what an Elvis sandwich is.
Man, Google is our best friend today. Peanut butter, banana, and bacon.
Oh,
I love it.
boy, oh boy.
Love it.
So, when do we start good,
feel
not,
like- I
good
feel-
not great recipes?
Oh, soon. That's a great idea. Peanut butter banana bacon. I love it. Do you?
I can't say I've ever had it.
Ooh.
I've had a fried.
Try it.
I've had a grilled PB&J multiple times.
Is PB&J your top 5? It is for me.
No,
Really?
too simple.
Well, grilled cheese isn't?
Oh, grilled cheese is so elegant, so perfect. A grilled cheese is done with so much art because it's cooked on heat. A normal PB&J is slapped together. The best PB&J you'll ever eat is made by a mother of 2 or more children. It's put in a Ziploc, chilled on ice for about an hour and a half, and then served to you near a lake. You will never eat a single peanut butter, or any sandwich for that matter, that you can buy the meat in the store and build it at home. You will never eat a sandwich better built by a mom, chilled on ice for an hour and a half to 2 hours, served next to a lake on a 75 degree or more, and I'd say a 70%.
Would that specific PB&J make your top 5? God, what else is in your top 5? That's crazy.
What flavors?
That sounds amazing.
What flavor's the jelly?
Doesn't matter.
Because after about
it's whatever you
27,
want it to be.
I went from grape to I want everything but grape. I want a freaking...
Agree. No, totally agree.
I want a
Totally
raspberry...
agree.
What's the word? Not a concentrate, but the... What does Toby Flenderson's brother say he should give Michael? I'll give him a preserves.
Yeah.
I'll give him a basket of preserves.
Yeah.
A raspberry preserve on like some military issue middle school wheat bread at the toaster I have up at the cabin that's never been cleaned.
Oh, 100%.
So it's like smoked toast.
100%.
The burnt crumbs come
Absolutely.
through there. You see that steam roll as you take a sip of coffee and go, this can be some toast, bro.
Right.
It pops. I'm talking, I sit down with a fork sometimes and enjoy this like a slice of cake.
At a Amish farmer's market, and by farmer's market, I mean a tent set up on the side of the road, Highway 47, up in Aiken. They had a strawberry jalapeno jam. Some of the best PB&Js I've ever made.
Paint my front porch.
Telling you, dude.
Good Lord.
It was great.
What would you put that
Just the
on?
right amount of hot.
Can you imagine putting that on a hot dog, a bratwurst?
I did English muffin.
No, just
That was great.
Put that on a sausage, bro.
Yes. Oh, my God.
A pork chop.
A coworker put me onto this.
Slab that onto a pork
You're
chop.
absolutely right. Yes.
Elevate
Absolutely. High dining.
your plate.
Oh, that's a good idea. Man, are we talking about sandwiches or what?
This is real
It
conversation.
sure is. What what other sandwiches? What about Cuban? I like a Cuban. Wouldn't be top 5.
Dude, a Monte Cristo is one of the best kept secrets the world's ever known.
Agreed.
A Monte Cristo is a club sandwich. So, what's the term I'm looking for? You take a burrito and then you deep fry it and all of a sudden it becomes a chimichanga, right?
Yep.
So anybody can go home and make a burrito, especially smothered in cheese or something like that. Who can deep fry one?
People with the deep fry.
Like when we go out to restaurants, Amber and I recently went out to a Mexican restaurant and she's like, well, what do you want, like a burrito or a chimichanga? I'm like, I can fuck a burrito up at home. I can't fry one.
Good point.
Have them drop that in a hot vat of lard before they serve it. And it was the right choice.
Nice.
But where was I going with this?
Who knows?
A Monte Cristo.
Yes.
I can make a sandwich like a Monte Cristo. Do you want me to stay?
Yeah.
'Cause
Don't act like you're not farting over there
I'm not.
24/7.
I respect your airspace. As a former guy
Since
that
when?
wanted to be a pilot, I respect airspace.
Since when have you not farted at your first chance?
When I changed my diet and my relationship with food.
But if you had to fart, you would fart.
Well, yeah, I used to not be able to control it. They used
Jesus.
to fall out of me.
That's my point.
I was sick.
This is my point.
I was following your top 5 food tips, hitting Wendy's for breakfast,
That was not my top 5. I have not had Wendy's breakfast.
wondering why my right eye won't open. I'm being poisoned.
Monte Cristo was great.
It's a deep fried club sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never had one, please try it.
What else qualifies as a sandwich? I mean, breakfast sandwiches, but I talked about that. I feel like let's not include that.
Is a Pop-Tart technically ravioli?
I think so.
What about a pizza roll?
Ravioli definition.
What about a pizza roll? Is that ravioli?
Hold up.
You ever had deep fried ravioli?
Ravioli definition.
You know what it is? It's a square mozzarella stick.
Ravioli definition.
Mozzarella sticks are ravioli.
Noun, small pasta envelopes containing ground meat Small pasta. Okay.
So is gnocchi ravioli?
Small pasta.
Because you can do sausage stuffed gnocchi.
Small pasta envelopes containing ground meat, cheese, or vegetables.
Remember Mama Po making
So
gnocchi
this specifies, and according
Cali?
to this, Pop-Tarts are not ravioli. Sorry to burst your bubble. Let's move on. We're doing good.
I don't want to. That's a bummer, dude.
The Minnesota Wild, winners of 4 straight. Everything's changed, and we're happy again.
Well, you know why?
Why?
You know how hockey locker rooms work?
No? Vibes?
When a coach gets fired,
Strictly vibes?
when a coach gets fired,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so let me ask you this. They fire the coach and we lost the next 4 games. What do you think they do then? They start getting rid of players. When that new coach comes in, you know what he says? He goes, look, guys, let's just restart. I want everyone to look around and say, do we like each other? Do we like this group? Are we friends? If we want to stay together, especially you all-stars making a ton of money, start winning. Otherwise, you will be next. I promise you.
Where do you come up with this? Is this what the coach did? Is this what's been effective?
Remember, we talked about this where Dean Evison basically said, I'm going to skate the shit out of these boys until there's snot coming out of their ears.
Didn't work.
Didn't work. And what did I say? The next step is
But
the problem with that aspect
Hold up.
is if that doesn't work, Dean's gone because that's basically your last resort.
Agreed. But what did the new coach do before their very first game? We talked about it. Longest morning skate of the season.
Yeah.
Well, now what, big guy?
Were you there?
No, but it was
How many breaks did they have?
I don't know.
At how many points did he stop and walk through and say, I need to keep you boys on this ice for 3 hours so people think I worked you like Dean did? But I know that's just going to make you exhausted. So what I want you to do during these breaks is look at each other and tell your other teammates what you need from them to win. Because I can't tell you. You guys have the chemistry.
Man, you'd be a fantastic lawyer.
I'm here because I was just picked. I can't wait to watch you boys get it done. Dean couldn't get it done. I'm not the missing piece. You guys and your relationship with each other is the difference between winning games.
You should continue your coaching.
Show me you have that control, and I will step back and watch you boys play hockey all the way to the cup. You don't need a coach. You need each other.
I love it. That's great. As winners of 4 straight, outscoring opponents 18-5.
Yeah.
Everything looks better. So maybe you're right.
Goaltending.
Maybe you're onto something.
Goaltending looks better. And you know why?
Everything looks better.
You know why?
Power play.
Because our defense isn't
Penalty
hanging
kill.
our boys out
It's
to dry.
all better.
Oh, my God. Fleury on the penalty kill? He's looking like old Fleury.
Well, Kaprizov's scoring again, too. I don't know. It's just weird how it flips.
Georgie,
Yeah,
we played basketball.
sure did.
Did you ever have a coach you didn't care if you won for? Were you part of the team where we were like sixth graders?
I never had a coach that I wanted to win for. In any sport, honestly.
Really?
I played sports to be with my friends for the most part, and
Yeah.
I enjoyed the sport, and
Yeah,
I was
bad
with
coaches,
with
man.
my friends.
What
But
about
yeah,
Philly?
um,
Oh, we didn't really play for
I
Philly
never
much,
played for
yeah.
Philly. The closest one would honestly be
Or Jolson?
nope,
Basketball.
Scott.
Meow.
Oh, with no neck.
Hmm.
You know who I'm talking. Oh, come on! I can't even remember his name. His first name is Scott. Is it not?
He was
He was my tennis coach, but he was also my 10th grade basketball coach.
Was he one of the brothers?
No.
There was a wrestling coach, 2 wrestling coach brothers, Lindstrom or something like that.
He married a lady with the same last name as a Wild player, but they weren't related.
But yeah, I remember him. His spiky black hair. Beady
No,
little eyes.
like buzz cut. Gosh, why can't I? His name was
He
Scott.
wore a hair product.
His name was Scott. Great guy, super nice coach. He called me. He nicknamed. Oh wait, okay, no, now I'm confusing Forbort.
Yeah, Forbort was a beast.
Forbort nicknamed me.
You know what Forbort's doing now?
No,
He's the principal of
I knew he was principal.
Aiken Gobblers.
Oh, I would love to say what's up.
Dude, I drive by there all the time.
Let's do it.
I want to stop it, but I'm always on a Saturday.
He was my 10th grade coach. He nicknamed me Jorge. That's where
Solderville. That was mine.
that was you. But Scott did coach me in basketball.
I
But
think it was Nelson. Might have been.
maybe you're right. You might be right.
I think it was Hurtful.
That doesn't sound right, though.
He was a great guy.
I loved him.
He's not listening.
Played for him in basketball and tennis. Probably the only but Forbort too. Okay, 2 of them.
Yeah, Forbort was basketball.
What was your point? I'm sorry. What was your point?
Can't remember. Who
Good.
cares?
All right. So the Wild are back.
Oh, we were talking about coaches. You didn't have the right coaches.
Wild
if you
are
were never
back
inspired by
as
a
Wolves.
coach.
So do me a favor. Peek your head through the blanket. How are the Wolves doing?
I can't. I'm connected to a headset.
Take them off for half a sec for me. Come on, man.
It's a lot.
How are the Wolves doing? Live update.
Hang on.
Live update. They were down by 7 at half
Studios airtight.
to a shit Spurs team.
It's an Apple commercial. Scratch that. It's GoDaddy. Danica Patrick. Now it's Chili's. I'm not as into Chili's.
Okay. We'll never
GoDaddy
know.
commercial,
All right.
right.
Here comes the phone.
What do you mean?
Well, to look up the score.
What are you calling?
Only other little bit of NHL bit we got for you. Next year's draft, NHL draft, Sody, is going to be held at the Las Vegas Sphere.
U2's playing there Friday night.
Oh, again?
What do you mean again?
Weren't they like the inaugural
Chris
concert?
Hockey and Meat Sauce are going.
Pretty sure they were the first concert there.
Why did we not get invited out to Vegas for the Vikes game? We should be in the stadium live.
Well, that's a good point. Will you reach out to your main man, Chris Hockey?
He's mad at me.
Oh,
I left Harley.
You guys are at odds.
Dude, he doesn't even go to Blaine anymore.
Oh, because of you?
He's an Elk River man.
Was that a thing?
I think he lost.
He goes 30 minutes further north?
He's a Maple Grover.
And he goes 30 minutes further north.
Essentially a neighbor.
I guess.
He must be upset.
You'll have to reach out.
I hope he's not threatened by our success.
Let's get him a gift basket.
Fruits, preserves.
Mm-hmm. We'll clear the air on the air.
Nothing says I'm sorry like a gift basket.
So true. Man, have I heard that before?
It's The Office.
I was joking. I was going to say it's definitely not The Office. Great point.
But it is.
All right. Well, this is about the time that Doc would chime in with whatever great bit of whatever he has
Wait,
for us.
do we have a Docatron?
What is that?
Docatron.
No.
Okay. Give me stall for 2 minutes. What would Doc talk about?
I have no idea. He's all over the map. That's kind of the point. We'll talk about the Wolves in the meantime. Because as of right now, Sody, peek your head through curtain again. Go right now. What's going on? I bet they're back. Wolves.
91-79 Wolves.
Let's go. Took over in the third. Down by 7 at half. Who cares?
4:40 left in the fourth.
Oh, wow. Yep, really took. Okay. Let's go, Wolves. Oh, wow. Low scoring affair. But wow, we shut them down. Let's go. We shut them down second half. I don't care that they're 3-15. Let's go. Ooh, that's good. Rudy, 16-17. Nobody's even doing good. Ant shooting 3 of 14. His first game back from the hip injury. 11-6-6. Towns has 6 turnovers, but he's 14-10, shooting 5 of 6.
Really?
Let's go Wolves. Nas at 15.
What?
Shake continues to struggle. So there's your live Wolves update. They continue to be back, assuming they wrap this game up. We're about to be 16-4, atop of the entire NBA.
Let's go.
Sody, first place in the entire NBA.
Number one.
Can you believe it?
That's us, baby.
The Athletic,
We've never had this.
The Athletic dubbed us, quote, contenders. We are in their contenders tier. We are contending for an NBA title. I don't care that we're a quarter away through the regular season. We are contending. Are you ready, Sody? Did I stall long enough?
Well, I want to see how this.
Before we continue with the Wolves in the NBA?
I want to see if this sounds like Doc. So it's supposed to say, "Hey guys, it's me, Doc." That's the dog.
Hey guys, it's me, Doug.
Shit.
Sounds nothing like Doc.
Wait.
Who is that phony?
Hey guys, it's me, Doug.
Hey, there he is. Where you been? Doc? Oh, he's just right here now. Well, take a seat. That's stupid. That was supposed to sound like Dakota?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to continue with the Wolves. What looks to be another good win coming up here. Gosh, I hope I didn't jinx that. I know they've blown bigger leads in shorter amounts of time.
Just chilling, man. Living the dream, bro.
He does say living the
Go,
dream.
Pack, go.
That was good. Oh, that was good. Chris Finch, Sody,
Yeah, huh?
coach of the month for November.
Oh, I know. Yeah, we haven't earned that since Flip Saunders, right?
Probably. I didn't see that, but probably. So that's another reason why Wolves back.
That's
Hey.
a lot.
Also,
Is he the difference though?
I'm going to give a preemptive because we had talked about this earlier, and Sodi, I actually think this is a big deal, and I'd appreciate eye contact.
Sorry,
I'd really appreciate eye contact.
Doc was talking.
When are we going to have a party? Huge party. Big tax write-off. Seriously, let's go.
Hey, Doc, we're not talking about that right now, okay? We're talking about how back the Wolves are. I appreciate the input, but man,
Dude,
he just goes off sometimes.
is Chris Finch the difference though?
I don't know. Can I say this? Because this is a big deal. This is, again, Sodi, eye contact. I want to do a preemptive. Remember how we talked about the Wolves are the worst franchise among the 4 major sports? Not anymore.
The Vikings are. Right?
Nope. No, Vikings have a great win percentage. We've always been battling with the Buccaneers. The Timberwolves currently have an all-time win percentage of 40.5%. The Buccaneers are at 40.4. Let's go! Yeah! Second worst, baby! Woo!
Started from the bottom.
Now we here.
Now we're here.
Now we here. The Wolves continue to be back. Peep your head through those. Actually, I'll just look it up on my phone. And now, see, now it's an 8-point game with 3 minutes and 50 seconds. God, that's not as good.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. They got 4 points straight. And we didn't get any.
Is your TV behind? Or is your phone ahead?
No, that was accurate. It's just since then they've scored 4 points. You know.
If you planned for a field of lettuce and you ended up with more, would you consider yourself ahead?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
You ready to cook?
Oh, what?
It's your time to cook, dog.
What do you mean? I've been cooking all night. This has been great.
I got your topic right here.
All right.
And this is something I want to bring up again. I was thinking about waiting until Doc's back next week. I want to bring it up now and get a little bit into it, and then I want to get his input next week because I want to continue about it.
Oh.
I'm going to preface this.
So we're going to do a part 2?
Yes.
Crime junkies and other podcasts about murder do part 2s all the time. Great for listenership.
We'll call it part 2.
We should part 2 something.
That's a good point. We can part 2 this.
Should we do like season 1, episode 11, part 2? / episode 12?
Yes. We'll absolutely do
And then
that.
it'll be
11 part 2, episode 12.
episode 13 / episode 12.
Let's go down that rabbit hole. Anyways, we will definitely touch on this next week too because I need his opinion. I will preface this by saying it's been a rough last couple weeks at the hotel. This is a slow time of the year.
What?
It's a slow time of the year after the summer and come the holidays.
Don't you guys have like some food specials to bring people in?
That's not how it works.
I don't know.
It's been a slow time of the year,
So no.
meaning, Amber would know this, rates are lower.
Oh.
Brings in not the best guests. Some pretty shit guests.
Undesirables.
Some undesirables. 100% undesirables.
Wow.
We've had some issues. A lot of calls to the cops.
Have you had to fight anybody?
Man, I found myself in the middle of a fist fight in the pool area.
In the pool?
Yes.
Were you wearing swim shirts?
No.
Did you have a whistle?
I was in my jacket.
Would you have stripped it off and jumped in the pool?
No, I left the pool area and told the person next to me to call the cops.
I didn't know you had a pool. Why aren't we hanging out in your pool?
It's not a good pool.
Okay.
It's
Just kidding, Doc.
also the average person carries in a sugar cube's worth of poop into the pool. How about that?
Wait a minute.
Yep. How about that?
Wait. The average person shouldn't have a sugar cube of poop on them.
You would think.
Do you have a sugar cube of poop on?
I sure hope not. Ever
Sugar cube of poop.
Ever since I've heard that, I've took measures to make sure I'm not that person.
I've been ridiculed for the amount of
Dude,
toilet paper.
judging the people who are in my hotel,
You stay till the job's done.
judging by the people who are in my hotel, I'm surprised it's just a sugar cube's worth. I'm not kidding. Hotels are ruined for me.
I
They
used
really
to love
are.
pools.
They really are, and I think we're a decent hotel. Anyway, rates are lower. We're getting not the best guests.
Dude,
I want to introduce some type of customer service credit system.
a social credit system.
I guess.
Reviews.
Mm-hmm.
You have a score based on how other people view you.
And depending on the hotel you are, you do not allow guests of a certain score to stay with you.
Like Uber ratings.
Sure. Right.
Dude, if you Airbnb,
This is not like China.
I'm
I'm not going as far as to say if you jaywalk, your score goes down and you can't stay with us anymore.
If you Airbnb and spackle the back of some porcelain and don't clean it up,
Sure.
you get a bad score, right?
Yeah.
Why would that be different in the hotel world?
Thank you so much. So, and this is strictly
Discounted
to do,
rate for high rated
and I want to, and I don't know how you figure this out or how you perfect this
instant $100 deductible if you never take a poop.
this way of scoring. Sure. Oh, absolutely.
If you don't poop,
Right. We'll
You
pay.
can-
Oh my God, we'll pay you
they'll put a plastic seal over the toilet.
Mhm.
If it's untouched when you leave, instant $100 back.
for sure.
You never pooped.
I would love that. No, absolutely. Anyways, this would. I don't know how you would figure out how it's scored, but this would not. This would be strictly how you treated the personnel of the people helping and taking care of you with wherever you are at. So this can.
Modern Americans failing that test.
I'm saying this.
Well, you know why? There's
this-
only one person on this earth, and that's the person with the problem.
So this extends to who?
There's only one person on this earth at one time,
Uh-huh.
and that's the person with the problem, not the person that might be trying to offer a solution.
Yes, exactly.
The person with the problem is the only person on the earth. Everyone else,
Yes.
regardless of whether or not somebody behind you in line may have a problem,
Mhm.
doesn't matter.
Right.
The ability to know other people exist is gone.
100%. Absolutely.
You know how you can know that? They had
By
to get,
working in the hotel industry.
they had to get rid of cashiers at grocery stores
Mhm.
because it caused too much time.
Right.
People didn't care about the people behind them,
Mm-hmm.
and they would cause a fuss.
Mm-hmm.
You can't cause a fuss with a machine, can you?
No.
Lines move faster when they're
I'm
automated.
I'm telling
it's
you.
not because grocery stores are
Well,
lazy.
dude, certain hotels are going to automated kiosks for check-in.
Human interaction creates more error than good. Because humans suck right now.
Okay, I'm going to bring up song by Depeche Mode. Words like violence break the silence.
I'm not familiar.
Words come crashing in.
Can we listen to the Cranberries instead?
Maybe. Anyways, I agree with you.
Who sings
I
I will go down with this
will
ship.
throw my hands up and surrender. There will be no white flag above my door. Dido.
Dido whales. What's more popular, Dido or the dog named Fido?
It's definitely Dido. Can I continue this?
It's not Ditto, though, right?
Let me talk about this
All right.
for real.
You have the floor.
I don't necessarily
turn to
know how
talk.
you grade, but it's like I said, I think this extends to
Usually in a straight line. That's the only way you'd grade a road.
I think this extends to restaurants and stuff too. But they grade you. But they don't. So I don't know how to do this necessarily, the ins and outs. This is where I would like Doc's opinion. You don't question every person. You don't grade every person. Maybe you do. If you don't see or hear from them while they're in your hotel, whether it be one night or multiple nights,
5 stars.
if you don't see or hear from them, 5 stars.
5 stars.
Amazing. And if the room is in decent shape, even in decent shape afterwards, 5 stars.
Bed's not made. Everything else is
That is
intact.
right. That's fine.
They check in, get the key,
furniture
drop
is
the key
key.
off. They're gone.
Your trash cans are full. You got some dirty towels. 5 stars. It's 5 stars.
Yeah.
And then the level of hotel dictates which level of occupant they allow to stay with them.
Restaurants
You are
already do
obligated-
that. You know how they regulate it?
People become obligated to behave.
Price of the food.
People become obligated to behave if they want to stay at a hotel, and this is for people who want to do it leisurely or need to do it out of necessity for business,
Yeah.
or maybe they were put in the doghouse. This requires people to behave for people who are going out of their way for them.
Yeah. I threw my back out in the elevator of a Four Seasons after going to Zach Bryan. Actually, before Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
That's a great hotel.
Which Four Seasons? Oh, Four Seasons.
The Four
amazing.
Seasons downtown.
Oh God,
I lucked out.
absolutely amazing.
Obviously, I know somebody.
They're doing like little igloos or huts on top of their outdoor porch for the wintertime.
Dude, their bar,
We should try that.
don't recommend it.
Okay.
Sat at a spot for about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Couldn't get a drink.
Why?
At the bar.
Was it busy?
Well, first of all, I had to ask 2 people to move their purses, and then they had their coats on the chair next to their purse. So these 2 people had a 2-chair buffer between them.
I hate them.
I'm like, there are 4 people that could sit around you
I hate them right now.
if you weren't afraid of interaction, which is why you're at an outdoor bar next to a pool.
Hate them.
But they're like, I guess if need be, we could make space for more humans to sit down at this establishment where they make money by humans sitting down. Then we sat down.
Wolves win by 7. Game over.
It's over.
Another team held under 100 points.
Aren't they good too? Oh,
No, Spurs are awful.
did you hear that?
Spurs are awful. Yeah, you cracked something.
That was my hip.
Good job.
No, not good job. I don't know if I can stand up.
Are you okay?
No.
Try stand up. You can't do it.
I think I just peed a little.
Dang, dog.
That's a nice couch.
Wow. Rudy had 21 rebounds.
Do ambulances just bring you home if you threw your hip out?
Not at.
What about helicopters?
Not without paying a big time premium.
Both my parents got to ride in helicopters. Only one of them got to look out the window. It's not a joke, seriously.
I know it's not.
Actually, I don't think either one of them did because they both had spinal injuries. All I know is my dad said I paid $30,000 for a helicopter ride. I didn't even look out the frickin' window.
Oh, geez.
All the way from Reamer to Duluth. You know how pretty that is?
I forgot it was your dad, too. I thought your dad was.
Well, my mom and
leisure.
dad got airlifted from Reamer to Duluth.
I know.
My mom got crushed by a four-wheeler. My dad
Yep.
got crushed by a Harley.
I know. I forgot about
We're
your
frequent
dad.
flyers.
I thought your dad was leisure for a second because you said only one of them, but I forgot your dad had an accident,
Leisure?
too. Yeah, I like saying leisure.
Is that like lesser?
No, it's my thing now. It's leisure.
Okay, so let me ask you this. If you're going to find out how long a piece of wood is, you take something and you do what to it?
This is not measure and measure.
So you know people that say measure.
Yeah, I work with one of them.
Yeah, I do too.
It bugs me,
He says measure.
which I don't get.
Who taught people how to say measure?
Because they also don't say pleasure instead of pleasure.
Nope.
It's the same spelling.
It's not. I found this buried treasure.
Thank you. It's the stupidest shit.
Why would you measure?
I'm going to tell him next time he says measure. I'm going to call him out.
I'd say, let me ask you this. If I
I've never
bury a
called him
bunch of
out.
gold and you find it years later, it's buried, and he'll go treasure. And then you say, I need to find the length. I'm out of here. I'm not going to work in these conditions.
What?
The pizza's great. The pizza's great. But the airspace is tainted.
My dog just keeps...
I'm going
Jane?
to bury my face in this bag of Cheez-Its just so I can get 100% original cheese.
Hold on, I need you.
You're not being very
We're-
bro-original.
We're about... Nice. We're about to wrap it up. Hold
I'm
on.
going to whittle a piece of chess. I'm going to whittle a chess piece set. No, I'm serious.
That was for the bro joke. Anyways, I need you. We're going to finish up here.
You ever had potato sausage?
Nailed it. No, I haven't.
Why do you have so many vinyls and we never listen to them?
I
Have we
don't-
got a cease
I
and
don't
desist
have.
letter
I
yet?
don't have a record player.
How do we make sound bites?
Next week we could go over all the year-end best of lists, and then see if we get a cease and desist.
Like best of what?
Album songs for the year for 2023
Do you think we get in trouble if I read the Christmas letter?
from.
Hockey.
Yeah.
I think he'd love it.
Well, no. If you gave him,
He owns that. That's his.
I guess if we just give him his credit.
Oh, he's a friend.
This is. Yeah, I just want to. If you just say you just want to repeat this,
It's a reminder of something that.
we'll provide the link where you can watch it on their page. Yeah, I don't know. Do it.
Why don't we just read it?
Well, I like that. Come Christmas time,
No, it's Christmas time.
just about,
No, day after Halloween, it's Christmas.
just about. You're so good at just digressing away from my farts.
I digress.
I appreciate it.
Literally.
It was a thing.
Should we make
No,
that
it's
be the
not.
next GNG hoodie? On the front, it says, let Sodi cook. On the back, I digress.
Wait, what?
People are like, what is this? Clearly, you don't listen.
Oh, that'd
And
be
even the
good.
people who do be like, we do, and we don't get
that'd
it.
be good. For sure. I had said earlier I saw Napoleon, a great theater movie.
Oh, yeah.
A better theater movie that also works better in the home too. I just saw -1, the Japanese Godzilla movie.
What?
Yes. Saw it with my brother and
I heard
father-in-law.
it's the best movie of the year.
Oh, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Synopsis.
There's so synopsis, it's basic Godzilla. However, they really center it around World War II in the feeling of Japan in their culture after they were just
Midway's
It-
my jam.
it's also them accepting blame, but now they're going through this. They're going through essentially another atomic bomb. and it's all centered around this character who kind of encompasses
Subtitles?
the country's feelings. It's all subtitled.
I'm out.
It's
I'm
oh,
done.
dude,
No,
no,
I'm done.
it doesn't hinder it at all. It's so fun.
I can't read.
Oh,
much.
it's good. You can read. You're a good reader, dude. It's great.
I can't.
It's a lot of fun.
Dude, I'm the type of guy, I read a book, I'll read 3 pages and go, shit. I forgot everything I just read.
I am too.
Because I was thinking about
but when
why,
there's also images
why
happening in front of
Battlefield
you.
is superior to
Call of Duty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because Call of
'Cause it
Duty
is.
is glorified laser tag. There's a new one out.
Yeah.
I have a bunch of friends at work that are super jazzed up about it.
Same.
I'm like, can you grab a helicopter, safe at your base, and hit request to load soldiers and bring them into a hot LZ and just
No, of course you can.
set them down? And it's like, get out there, fight, get out there, fight. And all of a sudden it's bullets.
I know, like in the dirt
RPGs,
around you. It's
and I'm hitting the boost.
Thank you. Yeah.
Taking off, just ding, 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 ding. Bullets racking the side. I'm by myself now.
It's the best.
My boys are dropped off. They're fighting the war.
This is Battlefield.
I go back, land the helicopter.
Get 4 more.
I grab my drill.
Fix her up.
100%. Load more up.
100%.
And they're like,
absolutely.
oh, we're going for a leisurely ride. And I look at them like, we're going into a hot LZ, bro. Welcome to hell.
Yeah.
Welcome to Thunderdome.
Yeah.
You got in the wrong chopper.
Battlefield 1 is my favorite online experience of all time.
Remember the walks we used to just take as a sniper? Ghillie suit.
Yeah.
Nice leisurely walk.
Oh
There's
my
a battle
gosh.
going on a mile away.
You find your spot.
Find a nice hilltop.
You load the hell up. You get set up, and,
Yep.
and you just
And then
wait.
the guy hits the window like, nobody's looking at me here.
I know, exactly. I know. And when you figure out your distance and drop,
Yep.
and then, oh man, the feeling of the headshots in Battlefield, they make them special.
You know why Battlefield to
Way
me was
more so than
superior
Call of
to
Duty.
Call of Duty? How many times do you die in a game of Call of Duty?
40.
In Battlefield, you
Couple.
died 3, 4.
Couple. Battlefield, I love
10
Battlefield
for me,
so
but
much. Well, right, same. But I'm this type of online player. In all of the Battlefield games, I'm going to find a spot in the map, and this is why I love it, because they're big maps.
Yeah.
I guess I haven't played the last couple, but anyways, going
The
back
ones
to,
we played.
going back to Bad Company 3, 4, and 1, they're huge maps. You find a spot, and that's the thing. There's not the known about spots. You don't spawn and you know where to look for snipers. They could be anywhere. You find your spot, you set up, and you go like 12 and 2 or 3
Yep.
for the hour-long round. And I love that.
See, my favorite was you used to just sit back with like a saw at a base, guarding a flag.
Yep.
You'd be sitting there, literally. You and I'd be sitting in the living room, probably just listening to music, like, yeah, we'll just protect this flag. All of a sudden, this Jeep comes flying in hot. Some
Yeah.
dudes on the back just,
Yeah.
like, Jesus,
I know.
they're coming in hot. They got 4 guys in a Jeep. One dude jumps out, chucks a grenade. He gets sniped in the head. But now there's explosions, and there's 3 guys loose near the flag.
Yeah.
You're spinning around and like, yeah, with the balls on these guys to come in here,
Yep.
and they're just, yeah, like cowboys. It was so
I
much
love
fun.
pushing for you take one objective, you're pushing for the next objective, you're about halfway there, and the bullets start pitter-pattering at
Yep.
your feet.
Yep.
I just love it.
Oh yeah, when you were running
Yeah.
full
And
sprint
then it's
to
just
where,
like-
to where you can't shoot, your gun's just in front of you. Yep, and you hear the
You see a dude 20 yards ahead of you fall, and you're just like, ooh,
Yep.
you keep going.
I better find a ditch.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, it's fun.
It was
Battlefield.
It was far more realistic to simulated military. I feel like than
Agreed.
Call of Duty's laser tag.
Great sound design. That's what I can say is amazing sound design of the Battlefield games.
Second note: the reason
helps.
Call of Duty is successful because paintball is cool.
True.
Indoor paintball. I took the kid for his birthday.
I shouldn't shit on Call of Duty as much because I've had, even with the new Warzone days, I do 100% enjoy it. I love it.
Dude, Twin Cities indoor paintball, they use a 68 caliber now instead of a 50.
Frick.
Or no, a 50 caliber instead of a 68.
Frick.
It's smaller,
Mhm.
less painful. This is where I went and just messed a bunch of 12-year-olds up.
Mhm.
We should do
Well, that'd be
a
great.
good, not great paintball trip.
Let's record it.
Yeah.
All you hear is,
Mic'd up.
all you hear,
Mic'd up, dude. Dude, I'm telling you, for a guy that can squat, that's the most agile. I was 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah.
Just walking
Yeah.
like a crab. Just peppering 12-year-olds.
Love it.
They'd pop out. I'd paint them white
Fuck them
like a
kids.
fence. Whoa.
Anyway.
Anywho.
A couple more things before we close on out here. This is a CNN article that I scrolled by and I couldn't help but to save it to the document.
Do tell.
This is the article title from CNN. Quote, I have frozen my penis, says Swedish cross-country skier Cal Halvorsen after racing in icy temperatures. And there's some great excerpts. I'm just going to start reading it. This is CNN. Swedish cross-country skier Cal Halvorsen experienced an unusual but not unheard of consequence of competing in icy temperatures in Finland at the weekend. I didn't think Finland existed.
Wait,
anyways.
how were they in Finland?
Yeah, so maybe this is a bullshit story. I'm going to keep reading.
They were in Sweden.
I'm going to keep reading.
Anyway.
After taking part in the 20-kilometer World Cup event, Ruka Halvorsen said that he had to take shelter in the warmth after sustaining a frozen penis. According to the Reuters, that's capitalized. That's apparently a title. The Reuters, Reuters. Temperatures dropped to a chilly 5 degrees Fahrenheit, negative 15 degrees Celsius. We're Fahrenheit people. At the start of the race. Quote, I have frozen my penis. For real, Halvorsen told Swedish outlet Expressen. Damn, I had to lie in there, the athlete sent, for 10 minutes to warm it up. It hurts so damn much, it's terrible.
Wait, who warmed it up?
Good question. The article continues. Halvorsen has suffered the same injury before, Expressen said. But thankfully, the 34-year-old was able to see the funny side this time around, adding, quote, it's lucky that I'm about to have my second child because it's going to be difficult in the future if I'm going to continue like this.
So wait a minute. What was the hairstyle a lot of people used to do back when we were kids for guys?
The ski jump in the front?
Well, no, like if you were going to color just the end.
Frosted tips?
Is that the episode title?
Frosted tips.
Frosted tips.
You nailed it. Good job. Well done, Sodi. Good job. Definitely episode title. What would you do if your penis froze?
I'd warm it up.
How?
Cup of lukewarm water. Dear friend.
You just dip it in?
Trusted trainer.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do you
do if you have frostbite?
Take it from the perspective of you're on the ski trap.
Ski trap?
Track is what I meant to say. Well, okay. This is not a good angle because either there's medical tents or there's not, in which case you continue to freeze. You are within distance of warming. You're within distance of your house. You can just go in your house and wait. Or
I take a washcloth.
Okay.
I microwave it.
With you do
I get it. I moisten it.
Yep.
Throw it in the microwave.
Yep.
Till it's lukewarm. I set it on the affected area, and I wait.
Do you just wrap it?
I think
You probably wrap it.
I think I separate it.
Do you think
from its fellow members?
What do you think's more affected, the shaft or the rounds?
I feel like
if they're frozen.
I feel like the tip got frosted.
It's probably that. Yep.
So blood flows from your heart to your fingertips, right? What gets cold first? Fingertips, not your bicep.
Good point.
Shaft is safe.
Just the tip.
We're looking out for the tip.
Okay. Nailed it.
It's out there on its own.
What do you think of T-Swift, Times Person 2023, Times Person of the Year?
What a transaction.
Isn't that crazy?
What a segue.
Yeah.
What now?
I don't know.
Tip Swift?
Yeah. Tip Swift got Tip of the Year for 2023.
Jane, stop looking at me. What's Tip of the Year?
Well,
man,
ask Halvorsen. Thanks for listening. If you're still listening.
Is he circumcised now?
Who knows? Not by choice. Man. Doc, we miss you. Can't wait to see you next week.
Some things are brutal. That might be brittle.
Figure out a decent budget at the hotel for us so we can optimize labor and have multiple employees so I can leave at noon every day. Thank you.
Bang!
Boom! That'll be much appreciated. Sodi, say your goodbyes.
Au revoir, go fair.
You said that first episode.
Bringing it back.
Nice.
Name that movie.
Caddyshack.
Boom. What a pleasant Wednesday. The pizza was a nice touch.
A little less tumultuous in the week previous. For me, at least.
At least the Wolves are winning.
Hey, and the Wild.
And the Wild.
Let's go. I think we're 9-10 now.
But we're
fine. Plenty of season.
us Vikings fans hinge so much of our happiness on the shortest season and the least amount of actual playing. We're drawn
it's
to
hard.
It's
That's why it's the hardest.
speculation.